and that you're all present with us. This is another amazing Smarter Key Masterclass with the incredible Mary Barnett. And Mary Barnett has got so much experience in marketing. It is crazy. When I was trying to write a bio and do all the TikToks to promote this, I was like, okay, this is incredible. So Mary started off doing the first SMS campaigns in the US, I believe. And she's written a book. She's incredible. We met at Social Media Marketing World, and wow, you're going to learn a lot today. And this masterclass is going to all be about how to use AI and get smarter with your marketing campaigns for traditional industries. So if you're live watching this now and you're like an accountant, a financial advisor, or something that you thought isn't like sexy or can be like a boring industry and you don't know how to market yourself, then this is the masterclass that you have been waiting for. We've got Claude as well here, and Claude is the CEO and founder of SmarterQ, the best social media tool on the planet. And I am the head of partnerships. So we're going to kick this off. I'll hand over to Mary, and then we'll have a Q&A at the end, everybody. So if you have any question or think of anything throughout this masterclass and you haven't used Google Meet before, you can just type in your question or your comment in the little speech bubble down on the bottom right, okay? And then you can communicate with us and ask your questions, and we'll get through to them at the end. So with that said, welcome, and over to you, Mary.
Awesome. Let me know if everybody can hear me okay. I have a lot to share and a short time to share it, so I will be speaking quickly. I'm going to be sharing all kinds of awesomeness with you regarding traditional industries. And it's kind of interesting to say, like, we were talking about this being boring to brilliant. And because I was asking, Emma, what would the majority of your members or community want to learn? And we have been through different things. And she was saying that a lot of you are in traditional industries, and you guys are saying, like, how do I market those? Like, they're like accounting. How do you get people excited about accounting? And I said, well, I work with funeral homes. A lot of my clients are funeral homes, which is a little awkward to most people, but I find it fascinating of how to really bring to light all the amazing things that the funeral home is doing for our communities. So I said, well, I think I could take a whack at it. And then we also kind of put a spin on this with AI, because I'm an AI freak. And I thought, you know what? In the traditional industries, sometimes we need a little help. So I'm going to give you some, in fact, I made a special, I didn't tell you this, Emma, but I actually created a custom GPT just for this class that I'm going to be giving to everybody, that is literally programmed to speak to traditional industries, to help you brainstorm ideas and get some really cool output. And I'm really excited to share. In fact, I did it like in the middle of the night, like it's when all inspiration comes. And I post on Facebook, but of course everyone's asleep, like 11:30 at night. And I'm like, if anybody wants X, and then I realized, oh no, I'm saving it for this. I'm saving it for this class. So anyways, so be excited for that. So let's get started. I'll share my screen. And I normally have two screens, like super high tech Chicky Mama, but today it is not working. So we will just make the best of it. So we're going to do this. And we're going to share this screen. Let me know if you can see it. And I will go into presenter mode so you guys can see it best. Let me know if you can see this okay. Yes.
It shows enter full screen mode in the middle.
Okay, here we go. There you go. Is that it?
Perfect.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. Well, this means I can't see you, but that's okay. All right. So again, I wanted to really highlight the fact that we're going to be talking about using AI, but also I wanted to give you a little bit insights into how I've handled traditional industries, which might be a little unusual. So hopefully you guys will be able to get a lot out of this today. So of course we have to first start with the bad news, right? Bad news bears. But I think you guys are all really aware of this, and we're gonna quickly get into solutions. But as you know, traditional industries have really long depended on local reputation, word of mouth referrals, traditional advertising channels, and we're gonna use that for your advantage today, right? Email is reporting a steep drop in open and click through rates, right? I mean, like, who doesn't? Like, put in a chat, like, if you track your email open rates, like, what are they these days? Like, I mean, you're lucky to get 20%. But again, I would love to know what you guys, this is audience participation. Also, digital ad effectiveness and third-party data is unreliable. So this is why it's so important to use tools like SmarterQ and, of course, email and AI and social AIs, email, SMS, and social media, because really it's something that you can own and really own the narrative, so to speak. But all of this opens up opportunities for digital tactics and innovation, such as AI, to reach your market most effectively. So here's the good news. So because of all of this, like kind of turmoil in the industry, disruption, it actually, you are encouraged to really pivot. And I think a lot of you on this show are aware of this, but you can literally increase your engagement tenfold by engaging on personal channels. So as we said before, social media, SMS, email marketing, to really drive up that engagement when you put things in the perspective of your audience, like what's important to them. What is it that would be something they would consider shareable, right? And that's kind of where the term viral marketing comes into place. When we actually stop thinking about ourselves and start thinking about how others would be thinking, like what is important to them. If they have something that really resonates with them, they will share it. And when they share it, the algorithm thinks, oh, everybody seems to like this, we're going to share it more. So that's going to help you increase your engagement. Investing in digital tools and automation like SmarterQ. We're going to get into, I'm going to show a couple of things that maybe you're not aware of that I love this, how this tool works. But when you invest in things like your software, CRM systems, appointment and scheduling software, like it makes your life so much easier. And with the AI tools that are being built in these days, oh my gosh, it's magical. Training and upscaling your team. Well, that's why you're here, right? You want to make sure that you are really, it's not about technology, it's about a cultural shift, right? And when you get people comfortable by using tools and being aware and knowing what's possible, all of a sudden people's minds like go, and they open up, right? And that's what we want to do today. And leveraging AI tools that really are going to help you do your job better, faster, and then give you a break. Because I think a lot of times we're so used to being in the hustle mode. We're literally going all the time, content, post, do this, get more, do more. And you get so burnt out. And then we're not creative anymore. We're literally so drained of energy that we can't think outside of the small little box we put ourselves in. So that's kind of where the AI tools come into play, because it's not replacing us humans. It's making us better at our jobs. So today's takeaway, you're going to actually walk away with this cool little 5-minute content creator that I created called Brilliant Idea, Tried and True to Turbocharged. It's a custom GPT that helps not only with content creation, but also I built into it the competition, like kind of like, not spyware, I don't say that, but it literally will be able to analyze what your competition is doing and show that to you and make suggestions on how you could make it better. So again, they say that, what is that term? Imitation is the highest form of flattery. So again, we want to imitate, but not steal. And they call it in some world funnel hacking. But in this case, we're basically seeing what people are doing and see how we can do it better. And then 24-hour personalization without working 24/7 is all about building an AI dream team that's efficient, effective, and then using tools like SmarterQ to get your job done. So if you don't know who I am, it was so sweet to say kind things about me. But who the heck am I? I have been around my business is now 36 years old and I'm only 37. So step back. I was just a rat out of the chute. I was like, let's make a marketing company. So I've had a podcast, I'm a best-selling author, I've been overly committed and as you can see in lots of things, but my best, most proudest thing is I have a wonderful husband and 3 brilliant kids. So that is the key to life, right? So just a quick tip about getting better marketing content from AI. So you really need to be specific on who you're writing for. This tool will help you with that, by the way. You're going to ask your AI tool to write it in your style or voice. So it's important that we train our GPTs or I should say any form of AI, to really know who you are, not only you, but obviously your company, what it stands for, what's its values, what's its mission, and all that kind of stuff. And you have to give it specific feedback. Like if it doesn't get it right, you're like, okay, good try, but no, that is not where I'm going. And you have to be polite. And it's all about collaboration, garbage in, garbage out. So, but what can AI do? And then again, this is something you might already know. This was actually taken from a deck that I made 2 years ago. I did a presentation for a company called Synchrony Bank. They own Care Credit. I don't know if you're familiar with that. If you've had any kind of dental work done or your pet needs an operation, there's like insurance for, not insurance, but it's like a little mini loan program. Anyways, they're huge. And so I actually was trying to share with them 2 years ago what AI could do for them, because they were like, what? I don't know. So this is obviously, you guys are much farther ahead. But what can AI do for you specifically? So this is a screenshot we're going to go and play, but this is a screenshot of the ChatGPT that I created for you. And so you ready to go play? Can't hear you, but I'm going to look in the chat. I'm going to go back to see you and see if you can. Okay, I'm going to stop presenting for a second and I will pull that up. So is anybody chatting in the chat? Let me see. Okay, cool. Oh, good. Awesome. Is this session being recorded? Yes, I believe so. And 70%, but they are very engaged. Ruth, tell me what industry you're in so I can reference that. I'm sorry. I asked the question about the email. So 70%. Wow, that is fantastic. Tell me what industry you're in. Jody, 68. Wow, that is amazing. And clicker rates are a little bit low, but you know what? The fact you're getting 68% is phenomenal. 40, 50. Yes. Awesome. It is imperative that we make our content personal to the people that we're talking to, right? What's important to them. The second thing is making it short and sweet, because I think that a lot of us, have so much to share that we drone on and on. I mean, I'm very guilty of that, but people really don't care about what we think, right? It's all about them. So I encourage you, and again, there's tools for this as well, AI tools, but you can create emails that are literally little mini teasers instead of the whole beautiful newsletter that we all think everybody wants. If you can create just short little snippets and then have the snippet lead to something else to read more, like if they're interested, this will drive your social media rates up, your SEO on your website up, because you're basically, it's kind of like, click this if you want to learn more, and it'll take to the website to read an article on your blog, or click to a social post that you thought would be appropriate for this newsletter's theme, right? And so you're driving them to all these different sources that you have, giving the opportunity for people to know you on many channels. Because again, we don't know where our audience likes to get their information. So it's important, especially in our emails, that we give them all different ways that they can connect with us, because one might resonate with them more, right? It just kind of makes sense. And Ruth says it's an equestrian-based service. Oh, okay. I'm curious. That's great. I don't know if you teach people how to ride, or you into horse racing or training. I don't know. I'm always interested in that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's get to the cool ChatGPT that I am going to give you today. Let me open it up and share my screen. Okay, so let's go to this, and we're going to go to here. Okay, so don't worry, I'm going to put the link in the chat, and I'm going to show you what it does. Okay, so I created this. In fact, let me make myself smaller. There we go. Okay, so hopefully you can see it. Okay, can everybody see my screen? Emma, can you see it?
Yep.
Okay,
That's perfect.
Okay, so anyway, so I created this GPT to assist business owners and managers in traditional industries with social media content creation and competitor research to improve their online presence. So again, I put a couple prompts in here, but what I really want, because I was starting to have it feed information automatically, but I thought, you know what? I want to make sure that this is personal to whichever company is really using this tool, right? So it says, what industry are you in? And so, you know what? Let me take the example, because Ruth was so kind to say you were a equestrian-based service, even though this is a little vague. fact, if you could put in more specifically what you do, wow, books in Belgium, 40 to 50% open rate. Good for you. That is fantastic. Okay, so should I wait for that? Sorry, it's online dressage and training. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to say competitions and training. Okay, so I'm going to put this. I am in the equestrian-based service. This will be very random, so you'll know this is. And I don't know what online dressage is. That must be a cool thing. Focusing on competitions and training. Okay, let's see what it does. So I've asked it, so it sounds amazing, right? Question competitions and offer plenty of great content opportunities, from behind the scenes training tips to competition highlights and expert writing tips. What would you like help with? So Ruth, would you like to let me know, or I could just guess, I guess, to keep this going quickly? Let's do, how about, well, since the tool we're using is a social media scheduler, let's talk about this. How about some, I'd like social media content, please. Again, always be polite. That's, somebody once said, we're polite because we've all seen Terminator. So we want to make sure that we are the nice one that doesn't come back and destroy, right? To get started, what platforms you use. So again, this is gearing it specifically to how you use social media. So let's just say I'm going to use Instagram, and I'm going to say, what content do I want? I'd say Reels. I'm going to, oh, by the way, guys, I am going to, oops, all right, it didn't copy that. I'm going to give you this really cool tool, how to make faceless Reels. Oh, you're going to die. It's so cool. Instagram, and I won't go into too much detail with this, but I'll say Reels. What would I focus on? How about training tips? And that's it. Oh, and a big competition. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Coming soon. How about that? Let's change that. All right, let's do that. Okay. So literally this tool is going to go and make sure it knows exactly what you want, and then it's going to deliver it back to you. So here we go. Quick Fix Fridays training tip series has ideas, captions, hashtags. And then it also will give you can actually ask for it to create a video script. So you can, record the video. It can give you a blog post that you can put on right on your website that is SEO, as it says here. It can also ask you, like, you can actually say, I want to know what the competition's doing. And it'll actually say, okay, give me a link to its LinkedIn account. And then it'll go and it'll analyze all of the content that your competitor has out there, and then it's going to come back to you and say, okay, this is what it's doing, and this is what it's doing, well, and what it's doing that needs improvement. This is how you can change it. So it's exciting. I'm really, really excited. How do we integrate your GPT into our chat? Okay, well, literally, I will give you the link to this, and I don't want to distract you because I have so much goodness, so I won't give it to you yet, but I will give you the link in the chat at the end, right before question and answers, and all you have to do is click on it, and it goes right into your chat GPT. Are you guys excited? Yes. Tell me you are, because I was so excited making this for you. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back to the presentation. Okay, I will stop presenting this. Gosh, you guys, I have so much goodness to share with you. I can't get over it. Okay, it is, let's see here. Nope, I need to go to my presentation here. Okay. All right, I really, it's amazing when you have a tool that stops working, you get all like discombobulated. Okay, so that was the demo of that. All right, so next, you guys interested in making a faceless video with AI? Okay, let me just show you what this has done. This tool called Celebi, and I have you a link that gets you a discount. But I wanted to create a video for my funeral client, and so this is one I just this is my very first time out. It was still the free version, so it had their little watermark on it. But I want to show this to you. Can you guys hear that okay?
No audio.
Could you guys hear it? No audio. Okay. Well, it's super cool. So I will show you the tool and hopefully that will show you. So basically and it's easier if I just show you. Hold on a second. Let me stop presenting that and let me go to this new window. Here we go. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to show my whole screen, even though it's a mess. And then you will be able to see how my brain works. And we're just going to show the entire screen. Okay. Let's do it. Share. Okay. Now you will see all the magic. Okay. So this is the tool I'm going to show you called Syllabi. So this is how, when I'm going to give you my affiliate link, but it does give you a discount, which is awesome. And so these are turn any idea into faceless videos. So literally, I'm going to show you how it works. So you're going to basically go in and say, I want to create, and it does a lot of different things, and I wonder if Claude, if you know how to make the sound work, because I want to show this to you, but you can literally, it goes through like 5 steps. So you pick what you want it to make a video of. In fact, I haven't made one that's pop art, and this looks really cool. So I'm going to I can schedule it to be published, but I don't use this tool. I use Smarter Q because it's super cool. I'm going to go and ask what kinds of, what the graphic I want it to look like. So let's make this jolly. How about that? I also uploaded my voice to this tool. And so it recorded, it's now has it's kind of like Hey Jen, and where it takes your voice and applies it to any script that it gives it. So pretty amazing. I've asked it to be less than a minute because again, it takes credits. I'm going to ask it to write a script. Can someone put in the chat what they would like, a traditional industry that they're in that I can make a quick video and show you? I'm going to put one in there. This is audience participation. Physical books. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So I'm going to write a thing about physical books. Okay. So I'm going to click on AI Script Assistant. And again, I really want to make sure that we are focusing on traditional industries. So the more feedback you can give me, the better. So again, I picked before pop art. Okay. I'm going to go into the script here. I'm so sorry. And so this is I'm going to write it about is physical books. And I won't give it any more. How about, should we say the benefits? The benefits of writing and reading physical books. How about that? Okay, and I'm going to say generate a script. And the benefit of faceless videos are many. 1, as a girl, you don't have to do your hair and makeup. Let's be honest. 2, sometimes they are something that's really going to be attention grabbing and also share worthy, which is awesome. Okay, so I haven't even looked at this. I can actually change this content if I want, but just for funsies, I won't. I won't even read it. Let's see what it does. Generate a video. Okay, so it wants to automatically give me more love, but I don't want more love right now. So I'm going to let it start to generate. Okay, and so let me show you one I actually did. I'll go back to the presentation to show you one that I did. And hopefully I can turn on the sound so you can hear it. How do I do that? Is Sean, Claude?
It's always hard to share audio when you're presenting screen. You have to share a specific tab, so it won't work here.
Oh, it won't. Okay. Well, this is one that I did for, and so you can't even hear my voice on there. Okay. Anyways, I uploaded my voice. You do 3 different, and it has a little tool that shows you how to do it. But I literally opened up, I recorded 3 different they had a little script that I had to read into my microphone. And literally the next video, within like a minute, all of a sudden, it was my voice reading a script I had never read before. It was absolutely trippy. So I will share these videos. I'm wondering if it records, will it record the sound so you can have that in the replay, Claude?
Probably not still as well.
Probably not. Okay. Well, I will post them on, I will share them with Emma, and then she can share with you. But anyway, just take my word for it. They're absolutely phenomenal that it actually had my voice. Okay, let's go back and show you. So it's still rendering. I'm just going to click on it and see. Okay, and now my dog wants to be heard on the video. Okay, let's just get back to the presentation. Okay, so anyways, faceless videos makes your life so much easier. You can actually put in whatever your industry is, you can, so let's talk about specifics about that, because I kind of get off track. So we have physical books, we have equestrian services. If you're looking to see, as I said before, creating content that will make people interested in something that you might consider a little boring. And we're talking about, like, I help funeral homes. I literally have found that so many people are comforted by inspirational quotes. And so what we've done is we've gone and researched inspirational quotes about grief, dying, loss, hope, recovery. And we've turned these into faceless videos, basically using Canva and using other tools. And we share these on social media because people then, again, it's not about the funeral home, it's about something that gives them comfort. So we have found that they have been sharing them at a higher rate. We make the website very, very small on the bottom of those posts because people feel it's kind of weird to promote a funeral home. But as long as they know where to go back and find the information about the funeral home is great. So let's get to the next thing. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. So what else can AI do for you? So again, this is something you guys probably already know. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but you know that AI also, there's tools that you can set up in your business to help with customer support, data analysis, appointment scheduling, personalized marketing, as we just showed you. It can even write your name in robot parts. I did this in Adobe Express and I thought it was funny. Has anyone ever seen the movie Robots? It's a cartoon. Clever. This made me think of that. But let's go play with Smarter Q tools because I absolutely love Smarter Q. So you guys are, I'm assuming, all current customers of Smarter Q. Are you? I want to know if you are or are not, because that will affect you guys are. Yes. Have you all used the AI tools that are in? Oh, Fiona is not. Then I'm going to blow your mind. Yes. Okay. But have you used the AI tools inside SmartQ? So Claude is absolutely brilliant. And he introduced this last year, I believe, or maybe it was 2 years ago. And it is so helpful when you're hitting like the blank page and you don't know what to write. I didn't know AI was in SmartQ. Yes, I did. Okay. So there's two people that may not have known, about this tool. So this is, if you have been in there before, which again, most of you have, this is when you're creating a new post, and this I just have, here's Mobile Mary Voices, they call me in the industry because I actually own text marketing software, so I talk about mobile all the time. So I was just kind of coming up with a simple thing that I was like, what can I write about technology? So I was quoting Captain James T. Kirk. Any Star Trek fans out there? And I'm going to try to find some ways that I can use this for this industry. Well, we'll say, let's use book publishing. To quote, to boldly go where no man has gone before is how I feel about writing a physical book. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click on this little button here that says new, still says new, and it's going to open up this screen on the side, which is your AI caption writer. Okay. This is incredible. So you can actually say what kind of post you're doing, just a plain old social media post, any type of caption. Maybe you want it to be promotional, copywriting formulas, because there's different frameworks that are amazing that they have these built in, like bravo, you guys. So you can write an ACCA, which is awareness, comprehension, conviction, action, or again, all these acronyms, depending on how you want to to write this, right? So a very common one is AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action. So I'm going to click on this one. And I'm going to, for the following content. So I'm going to take this content. Now, typically, it just says, you can say, just rewrite what I've done. But let's, in this case, let's copy it. And we're going to paste it here. And then I'm going to say, and then go down here and say, do I want it to be neutral? I want to say it's cheerful. And how about one hashtag? That'll be fun. And you know what? I can pick to have emojis or not. So I'll say, how about emojis? That's cool. And we're going to generate this. So again, within a couple seconds, it rewrites this. Now, you can edit this, right? Or you can just say add it to post. So again, here's the attention, the interest, the desire, action, and that's not something you would probably leave in there because that's telling people like you actually are using a formula. So I would literally take it out. So we can copy it, or I can just say add it to the post. So it literally adds another variation. So you can delete the one before, or you can just use this to copy and paste, right? So again, it's amazing. Are you ready to embark on an exciting journey? Just like Captain James T. Kirk to blah, 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 blah. It's exciting. I feel my writing a physical book. Interest, desire, action. Join me on this exciting journey. Hit that like button and share your thoughts, or stay tuned for more updates. Let's boldly go together. Like, how awesome is that, right? Okay, so now I'm going to click out of that. Oops, we're going to, let's see, did it delete it? Oh, of course it did. I shouldn't have done that. My bad. But what's cool is I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to show you, just picking one of those. I'm going to say, did somebody else put another industry into the chat? Let's see, because I want to make sure it's good for the majority of you. Guys, you have to tell me, what is your thing? So I've heard so far equestrian industry and also physical books, promoting summer camps. Oh, I didn't even see this. Okay, let's use that one. Okay. How about please sign up for our summer camps? They are awesome. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go to the AI tool. And this time I'm going to say you could create a list of why it's awesome, an inspirational quote, the pros and cons of going to summer camp. You could rewrite a piece of text. I mean, seriously, this is phenomenal. So let's do pros and cons. Okay, write a list of pros and cons on this topic. Let's do it. And let's see if it will do it without me. Oh, nope. Okay, I thought maybe it would pick up what's over there. So instead, I'm going to copy what I have here, because typically it does that for me. And I'm going to...
It's hidden behind the hide stop sharing button at the back, at the bottom of the screen.
Say it one more time.
The Google Meet. If you hit hide on that bottom banner, there's your back button.
Thank you.
Yep.
There's the brilliant man talking. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to just paste in what I want people to do, and so I'm just going to hit generate. And literally, again, I didn't put any like it's going to be cheerful or any emojis or whatever, so it's a little bit boring on this but at the same time, hello, I didn't have to write it, right? It's amazing. So pros and cons, how phenomenal is that? I'm going to actually go back, and I'm going to, this time I'm going to say I want it to be curious. And I'm going to say 3 hashtags, and I'm going to say emojis because I think they're fun.
Add 2 or 3 variations as well.
Add the 3 variations.
Yep.
Okay. See, I don't even use it for its full capability, and I still think it's awesome. And I'm assuming all of you know about variations. So you can literally have the same topic in different variations pre-scheduled out. So you can say, I want one scheduled on this week, Tuesday, next week, Thursday, and the following week, Friday, right? So it's all like the same point you want to get across, but it's all written different, using different pictures. Like, it's phenomenal. So look at this. Thinking about signing up for our summer camps, let's weigh the pros and cons together. Love that. Okay, so it depends on how you like it, and if you want shorter or longer, you can regenerate it. Like, absolutely amazing. And then, of course, you guys all know about, so I'm going to say, let's do this one, add to post. I'm going to delete this one up here. And then I'm going to say, I want a cool, and I'm assuming you guys all know this, right? You can search these free images. So I'm going to say, summer camp. And it literally gives you all these options, absolutely free, no charge. Like what? These are all phenomenal. And I can pick, oh, look how fun is that? Oh, that looks like so much fun. Remember doing that as a kid? And so literally, you know the rest, right? How to schedule it, if you want to recycle it. But how easy was that to come up with something using the AI tool? Like, amazing.
While it's open,
okay,
Mary,
so far.
Mary, while it's still open.
I'm sorry?
Go.
Oh,
that's okay.
sorry.
If you present again, Annalise asked the question.
Okay.
Being in Belgium, she has a Dutch and French-speaking audience and asked if there's a translate feature. And if you hide the sharing tab at the bottom again and use the back button.
Okay.
Try and change the language, the bottom, the flag, to a Dutch flag or a French flag.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even know it did this.
And let's just try and hit generate. And cross our fingers.
This time, let's just do one.
Okay.
Okay. Cross our fingers.
Voila.
Look at that. Is that read well?
Yes, les avantages et inconvénients des camps d'été. Inscrivez-vous, ils sont géniaux. Yeah. The advantages and disadvantages of summer camps. Subscribe, they are awesome.
Wow. Fantastic. So now I'm going to add to post. And again, it's going to give us another option that you can actually do it in another language. That is phenomenal. Wow, wow, wow.
Sorry to overtake. Keep presenting a second. There was another question. Good. There was another question about image variations. Can you vary the image as well as the text?
Yes, you can. So literally, you can actually go in here and I can actually create or get lots of different pictures. Let's go back to summer camp since that's what we were talking about. Okay. So then we can load up a few of them. So, oops. And then each one can be on a different day's post. So I can actually say that these are going to be, I'm going to vary the media. Getting a spam risk here on my phone. So literally the first post will be scheduled. And let's cut out of this.
Not that button.
Oops.
Keep it open.
Which one should I do?
Use the tabs at the top.
Just keep it open. Okay, preview.
There we go.
Awesome. So literally on one day, like I said, if you schedule this the first day, you can literally have it scheduled for the second picture being done on another post. So literally you can regenerate the same content every week. You can vary it with the AI, and every week it has a different picture that comes up. It is so lovely.
Use the arrows at the top. At the top of the preview, there's a right arrow.
Oh,
so you can see the different variations.
Look at you.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize that. I'm always I've used it for so long. I just take it for granted that it just does it automatically, which it does. But this is awesome. So as you can see, so literally I have done campaigns where I've set up like 12 in a row. And so 12 weeks of content, all similar because we're promoting the same thing, but with different copy and with different pictures. And you schedule it, like push a couple buttons and it's done. If you don't have Smarter Q, in fact, Emma reminded me that I need to share my link. So I'm going to stop presenting for a second and I will share that with you because it gives you a special deal too, right, guys? Let's see here. I want to make sure I had it all on one form to make it easy. And of course that went away. Okay, here we go. All right, got to keep it real, everybody, right? Okay, so here's my link. If you're not a Smarter Q fanatic like I am, there's a link for that. Okay. All right, let's get back to our slides. Okay. I have so much more goodness. And what time is it? 10:10. All right, I'm going to try to wrap this up here. Okay. I have everything on different things. So here, I'm just going to make it easier and share this. Okay. There we go. Everybody still with me? Mm-hmm. Say, yay, I am.
Yeah, still with you.
Cool. Okay, I'm just going to show this so we'll be able to get through it. So I went through that. Okay. So So this was actually a video that I created on another product called Wave Video. And because of, again, I will share the links to all these with Emma, but I literally made this video with AI. Again, you probably won't, but the quality is phenomenal. And I did not write this script. I did edit it slightly, but I didn't write it. Okay, so again, it was something I did for a talk I was giving, and I literally made that video in probably 15 minutes with all my editing combined. So if you are interested in that tool, I will give you that link as well. Another thing, as I said before, is there's so many things that AI can do for you. There's also AI hybrid chatbots, which means that people can integrate back and forth with them, or I should say interact with them, not integrate. But it actually is programmed to learn from the conversation. So people can literally interact back and forth with your AI chatbot, and then call you in when they get to the point where they want to book if they book a call with you, or if they want to speak to the expert behind the scenes. Is all kinds of cool stuff. So I put this QR code, which again, you can scan right now if you like, and just click into it. But I don't want to get you distracted, but this is an example of what a hybrid chatbot can do. And it's just a sample chatbot. So hopefully that'll help you guys out. Did everybody get a chance to see that or scan it? Let me know if you did in the chat. Yes. 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 Cool. I've never, wow. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yes, Jessica, it's true. Sometimes there's so much awesomeness, it gets a little overwhelming. I'll be honest. I have shiny tool syndrome and I am a digital hoarder. So I literally am like, oh, I want this, but there's not enough time in the day to play with all these tools. So yeah, so that is just a personal issue that you might have that as well. And then again, 2 years ago, when I did speak with Care Credit, I created this amazing resource that was a team builder. Before another tool that I'm about to show you was invented, I created this checklist, or not checklist, like a build your AI team. And these were some of the examples. So for email management, I named the tool Blaze, and she helped me become more highly organized and detail oriented. She handled my email management and all the different things, right? There was a social media manager named Blair, a content creation chatbot named Barrett, I mean all the B words, and customer support named Baxter. So I wrote all of this, and I was offering this as a free resource, like a freebie. And then I found this, Sintra. 2 years later, and again, I'm sure they didn't take my document and copy it, but it's almost exactly like what I wrote. So the Sintra, and if I can, I'll show you this. Let's make sure you can see it. Can you see my screen? Yes, you can. Okay. So I'm going to go to Sintra. Sintra is an AI tool. Again, I have an affiliate link for you because I am such a huge fan. It is a tool where you literally have AI team members at your disposal. So let me show you. Here is what the screenshot I took, right? It will come up with ideas for things that I hadn't even thought about. Let me just make sure you guys are watching that. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So not only does it think in the terms of its job, it also gives you new ideas. So literally, I'm going to click on this. Now it has an app as well. So I go through this every morning and I go, oh, sure, you can do this for me. So Scouty is the, what do you call it? Job recruiter. And so it actually will create job descriptions for Mary's content creation team. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to click on that. Gigi will design a leadership development program for funeral home managers. Sure, you can do that for me, Gigi. Soshi, who's the social media manager, will develop a social media content calendar for Mary's live training promotions. Sure, you can do that for me. Emmy will design a funeral home email nurture sequence for another Brilliant Ideas course. Okay, well, no, I don't want her to do that right now. So I'm actually going to go back and show you what some of these little kids have done for me. And they look like little kids to me, but literally, I'm going to go in and see what, let's see, who should I pick here? I asked Sophie.
Soshi.
Where is she?
Bottom left.
Where'd she go?
Manager.
There she is, social media manager. How appropriate, since we have a social media tool we're talking about today. So these are some of the things that I asked her to do the other day. So let's see what she did. So, and basically I didn't even think about these things based on the brain that when you first sign up for this tool, it asks you all about your business and what your goals are and what you want to do. And it's constantly asking you to feed the brain. It'll actually now, it trains it to think about your business and how you want to be presented. So again, writing monthly social media calendar for Mary's live training sessions. It just happened. I just asked it to do it, and it literally created a whole plan. I don't know why it's doing these little black things, but literally this is just like the raw footage. It also, I went and asked, so she's actually creating 30-day social proof campaign featuring client success stories. So it literally will take things that I have fed this before and create this program for me. It recently updated, and now all of these little social bots talk to each other. So I can tell Xiaomi, the CEO specialist, hey, keep this in mind for when you create social media content for me. Like, it is absolutely mind-blowing. Again, always has new ideas, ask me new questions because things change. And then it shows you that there's 15 comments, meaning they have 15 things they've done for me that I didn't even know I wanted, right? And now it's like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. They're like AI assistants that know my business, sometimes even better than me, which is absolutely crazy. Okay, moving on. Let's go back to, where did I put the thing here? All right, so let me go back to my, I apologize. I have too many things open, Emma. Goodness sakes. Okay, go back to my presentation. And you know what? I'm just going to share my entire screen again because that makes life so much more fun. Okay. Can you see it? Okay, awesome. All right, so let's go back to, that is not it. Here's my deck. Hello. Okay. So this is Sintra. So literally it is your brain in your on your hand in your pocket. And it literally had made my life so much easier. So again, I already kind of jumped into the demo time with Sintra, but aren't those little characters adorable? I'm sorry. Also, something that comes up almost every time I talk about AI is people are worried that Google is penalizing AI content. And so literally it's been found that that Google does not penalize you for AI content. I'm sure Claude will tell you the same thing because he has AI tool built in to his software. But what it will ding you on is if you don't share your expertise, your authority, your experience, or your trustworthiness. Basically, if you are using AI to write content that has nothing to do with your business, nothing to do with your past history, it's going to say this is suspicious, right? So, but if it's something that's based on what you are an expert in, what you've been basically talking about for a while, it'll totally, I think, not only save you time, but give you more authority in your space. So I wanted to ask you if you still wanted to play. Again, I probably have so much more. I want to answer your questions, but I do have a free group on social media called the Social Media Marketers. It's called Marketing Innovators Playground. If you scan that code right there, you literally will be, brought to the group. And in that group, I'm always sharing new tools. Like I had Claude come in and talk about the brand new SmarterQ 2.0 before anybody else saw it. So I'm always trying to share tools and tricks and things that will help you in your business. So again, scan that code, join the thing. It's absolutely free. And I'd love to have you there. And, I won't get into this now, but there's a really fun thing. I made this cute little robot with this free tool called Lexa Art. But if we have time, I can show that to you at the end. Okay, so I'm going to stop presenting and see if and I will get all those links for you. And Emma, you can manage what questions people have.
That was incredible. Wow. Wow. I've never seen Sintra before. It's so amazing.
So cool. So cool.
It's so cool.
Yes.
Right, guys, it's question time. So we've got 10 minutes for you to type your questions into the chat, or you can unmute yourself if you feel confident speaking. on camera, and we will get through your questions. So anything that you have about marketing in your industry, any questions that you have for us, for SmarterQ or for Mary, then we are here for you to answer your questions, and we'll get through them one by one. So to ask a question, unmute yourself or put it in the little chat bubble. It's just on the bottom right, and we will get through them. If we got any that have been asked so far, I'm just going to scroll up and see.
And I just put in the 4 tools that I talked about today: Syllabi, which was the faceless videos; Cintra, which is the AI team; Wave Video, that made that AI video that I couldn't let you hear. But by the way, if you do join my group, I'll actually, that's a solution. I'll put those videos in that group. And then of course, SmarterQ.
I can see a question that we've got here. It says, this is for you, Claude. I have a huge library on Evergreen SmarterQ already. Can I rewrite or update them easily with AI now?
The easiest way is still going to be to open each one individually and then use the AI button to rewrite this content. We still recommend that you check everything that's generated and then pick what you want. What I'd probably recommend is, if you've got Evergreen Library, open a post, click the rewrite button it'll rewrite this content, create a few variations, and then just add all of them as variations, so that every time it recycles, it'll pick a slightly different variant. So it makes your Evergreen Library 5 times bigger. And then you can verify that what you're putting out is still in your voice and you're happy with. So there's no one-click rewrite 1,000 posts from me, but by rewriting your 100 posts, you may get 500 variations, and they may be better and different to what you're already putting out. Great.
Amazing. Thanks, Claude.
That's a really good use for that. I love that.
Me too. It's got one big thing that worries me is using third-party or AI-generated visual material. Doesn't it take away from your authenticity as a brand? For both of you, what do you think?
Yeah, so in my opinion, I agree, where you don't want to just let it generate anything it wants, right? AI is known to what they call hallucinate. You want to train your AI tools that you, again, use often, and basically train it to how you want things to look. So you can literally, there are tools that you can upload your current designs, like if you have like a mood board, branding tools that you have, you can upload them and say, this is the style that I want. These are my branding colors. This is the look I want. This is the thing. Can you create something similar? And then correct it politely. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the way I was looking. Now, when it comes to graphics, it's a little bit harder. The language model is obviously much easier, and that's what then the tool SmarterQ uses. The AI is obviously language based. With art, it's a little bit different. It's getting better every day, but for a long time, it would just make people's fingers look all wacky, and it could never type out the words. It's getting better and better, but I think that it's better to use it at this point, probably more for language models than art. Claude.
What I'm going to do now as well is just put in a link for all of you guys, because a few weeks ago, Claude hosted the best AI for creatives masterclass that I've ever seen. And it talks about like other ways that you can generate images as well for your brand. So I would definitely recommend checking out and signing up on our masterclass as a subscriber. It's just the first box that you see. Yeah, I remember the funny finger problems. It's true. So check that out if you're the other way.
I was going to echo the same thing, that in the masterclass I gave last month, there are lots of demos of different visual tools, image generation, video generation, voice generation. I completely missed out music generation. It can create pop songs and classical music that sounds as good as humans. And with the quality of image generation and video generation, you can insert yourself as an avatar with your voice. And that's at the point where people may not even be able to tell. It's so realistic, people may not even be able to tell they're looking at AI-generated content. If it looks, as Mary said, hallucinated, the fingers are off, it looks a little bit plasticky, people will tell this is AI and then turn off straight away. There is something disingenuous about generating something which isn't you. It's like if you're telling people, watch me give a talk, and it's not actually you, they may get turned off. But we're almost past the uncanny valley where people can't tell. A new model came out a few weeks ago that they're not actually making public from China, which can take one photo and turn it into a whole video like a TED Talk and I cannot even tell that it's AI generated. It looks like a video of that TED Talk. So it's getting to the point where
Wow.
we will be able to use AI to help you put your best foot forward. Instead of having to put makeup on or go to a photo shoot, you can get AI to generate you with the words you want in your voice, but just saving you the effort of doing it all and finessing it and polishing it. So I think that's where you should use AI. You carefully craft what you want, you let it present you perfectly, but it's still your genuine efforts and your genuine voice.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say, and with great power comes great responsibility. So it's very important that we use these tools for good and not evil, right? And so it's imperative that as a community, online community, that we respect that, right? But the tool that I shared with you, the what is the first one, Syllabi, that's the one that I wish you could have heard it, but literally it made my voice, because it wasn't worrying about looking like me. It was just sounding like me. It was shocking to me that it was me. Like, I was like, what? I didn't even read that. So yeah, it is wild. So, but it's true. And Claude, I'm sure that affects you every day, having to do your hair and makeup. Like, that must really hold you back from your content creation. And I was on that webinar, by the way, Claude. It was phenomenal. And thank God there's a replay, because you have to slow it down to 0.75, because he talks so fast. There's so much goodness in that webinar. It's mind-blowing. Okay, before I forget, here is the GPT that I created for you guys specifically. So make sure all you have to do is click on it. It'll take you right to ChatGPT. Don't do it yet. Wait till the end. But I didn't want to forget if people had to jump off.
Thank you so much, Mary. We've got one more question that I can see. We've got time for one more, I think. So it says, you mentioned using AI to understand what competitors are doing on social media. Can you give some examples of the abilities and limitations in this area, and what tools that you use for this? So this could be to both of you as well, I think.
Yes, actually, that's why I wrote the GPT. So if you click on that, it'll actually help you research, because there's a lot of tools that you can buy. There's, they have a free version for a couple days, but then they go right to the buy. I don't have that. I can pull that up for you if you like, but that's why I wrote this GPT, to save you guys the money. And it'll literally ask you, give me a couple examples of what because there could be a lot of companies named ABC, right? So if you can give specific, like, here's their website and here's the social media, it'll really go in and research everything they've done. You can ask it to look at their past ads. You can look at their blogs, what keywords they're using, things like that. So it's pretty comprehensive on that tool.
Thank you so much, Mary.